Hello everyone! Welcome to another installment of the Classics Retold, a magical tour around the world. Do you know why we celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival? Well, as we enjoy our yummy mooncakes and play with beautiful lanterns, let's go back 1,000 years to ancient China, where a pair of lovers fought to stay together. This is the Legend of Chang'e. Up in the sky, in the land of heaven, there used to be 10 sons. They were all children of the great Jade Emperor, who was also the ruler of the land. One day, tired of playing the same old game of hide and seek, the 10 sons decided to have a competition. They wanted to see who could shine the brightest and reach the furthest. But the earth could not stand their smoldering heat. Hot! It was so hot that people, farms, and houses started to melt and turn into ash. The Jade Emperor, unable to control his rebellious children, ordered Lord Hou Yi, a strong and honorable archer, to stop their foolish play. But the sons were more stubborn than Hou Yi imagined. "Please, stop!" The sons refused. "You will destroy the earth." The sons were oblivious to him. "You are killing the people." They ignored Hou Yi and continued to play amongst themselves. Lord Hou Yi didn't know what to do. They were more stubborn than he initially thought. But he was running out of time as more people, farms, and houses were melting and turning into ash. So he picked up his bow and arrow and shot down 9 of the sons, leaving only 1 in the sky. Upon knowing what Hou Yi had done, the Jade Emperor was furious, and he banished Lord Hou Yi and his wife Chang'e to live as mortals on Earth. It was a completely new environment, and Chang'e was very sad to leave behind the home she knew. Not wanting to see his beloved wife so distressed, Hou Yi set out to find a magic potion that would allow them back to the heavens. For many years, he hunted, he tracked, and he searched, until he heard of the Queen Mother of the West, who resided on a mountain. She was said to have the recipes to many cures, poisons, and spells. He hunted, he tracked, and he searched for her. The Queen Mother, hearing how Hou Yi came to be on Earth, sympathized with him and gave him an elixir. But be warned, this elixir must be shared with his wife, or there will be dire consequences. Nodding with understanding, Hou Yi traveled back to Chang'e, excited to tell her the good news. They celebrated. But before they could drink the elixir, urgent summons demanded that Hou Yi tend to it.
"Chang'e, this elixir must be shared between the both of us. You must wait for my return."
Placing the vial with Chang'e, he left. Chang'e waited. An hour passed, then another. Hou Yi still hadn't returned. Another hour passed. She kept looking at the elixir. It seemed to be calling to her. But her husband's words replayed in her mind.
"Chang'e, this elixir must be shared between the both of us. You must wait for my return."
Another hour passed. Hou Yi still hadn't returned. What harm could it do? She could always go back to the heavens first, and Hou Yi could follow after her. Besides, she was done waiting. She wanted to see her friends and family again. She picked up the vial of elixir and drank. Its sweet taste was alluring. However, she had forgotten to leave half of it for Hou Yi. Just then, Hou Yi returned, only to see his wife floating further away. He chased after her, but she floated higher and higher and higher into into the sky, past the heavens, past all the lands between, into the moon. From the cold, lonely moon, Chang'e's eyes started to water. What had made her so impatient? If she waited for just a little while more, she would have been in the heavens, and more importantly, she would have been with Hou Yi. She watched as her lover did everything he could to reach her. He scaled the highest mountain. He begged the Queen Mother for another dose of the elixir, but she refused. They had to suffer the consequences of Chang'e's actions. She watched as Hou Yi aged. Year after year, his body weakened and his hair turned grey. Year after year, he never gave up trying to get to her. Soon, 70 years had passed, and Hou Yi turned 90. He was very sick. Seeing how Hou Yi suffered, Chang'e pleaded for Queen Mother to save Hou Yi. She would do anything for him, even giving up her own life just to repay him for his dedication and his love for her despite her betrayal. Even though they were physically apart, their love for each other did not waver. The Queen Mother was touched by their commitment to each other and granted Hou Yi a chance to reunite with Chang'e. Now, as we celebrate the Moon Festival, or the Mid-Autumn Festival, look up at the moon and see the struggles and tribulations Hou Yi and Chang'e went through to stay together. Cherish your family members and be grateful for every moment you have with them, for you never know what might happen to force you apart. Now, it's time to return home. Join us again for another classic retold.